Today I woke up inspired to teach you this strategy. This is not going to be your traditional coaching video. This is not going to be another one of those guides that tells you not to crouch spray or to aim at head height. This is something I have practiced all the way from bronze to top 600 in all of Valorant. It's so simple to implement and will instantly improve your gameplay, and this is all it is. Find the missing player. I'm going to show you one round and two examples of how the missing player came into effect. Quickly looking at positions, you can see I'm solo A, we're missing intel A, Cypher Cam is aggro B, and we have plenty of intel mid. Just knowing where your intel lies can really help find the missing player. For example, if it wasn't for the Cypher Cam B main, we could kind of say like, okay, this is weird, we're a few seconds in, nothing's being spotted, it might be an A hit because we're missing so much intel here. But end up spotting Jet B main, so now that there's two players towards B, it looks like, still nothing mid. Mid players rotate off. Right now we know there's two players B. Technically if that Cypher Cam is one, because you can put that P round. And you can see I'm trying to compensate for the missing player intel here. Seeing if they're A very common mistake. By the way, this is an immortal lobby and the whole team rotated off just one player potentially. This is really bad. A lot of players make this mistake. This is why it's so important to find the missing players. Right now, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 missing players. We've seen Jet. We've seen no one else.
Care A-lurk again.
Watch out top mid, I don't have a trip on it.
Yeah.
Teammates instantly recognize this though. Hey, they're kind of smart. So they go back to pick up mid. Jet ends up getting spotted B main again. Smokes go down B. This is indicative of a hit. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to grab the orb here and just rotate. But instead I decided to go for a flank and run into Cypher here. Now, was I looking for the missing player? Was there a missing player here? 100%, right? This was by mistake, and if the enemy actually played this perfectly, they would just go A here, because A is very clearly open. Also keep in mind, they're finding my teammates as well in this time, so my Fade throwing her eye, my Cypher getting a kill, this kind of tells them there's at least 2 on B. Now you don't need to know who exactly they've seen of you yet, but it's good just to keep in mind at the more advanced level. Right now let's just focus on the basics. We don't know where Clover raises. Now we hear something right here.
We have Spike.
Little Ray satchel out B main. So now we know where everyone but Clove is.
In 4 seconds.
We also have Spike on site. So it's kind of clear to the enemy we're going to be holding the Spike. Our Cypher, by the way, did a very beautiful job of looking for that missing player. Right now, the enemies actually don't have a lot to work with. The Spike's down on site. They kind of use other util to try to execute. And the only real play here, since market door is closed, is to go flank. This is like the big opener. So our Cypher picking this up and just getting intel here is huge. Our Cypher is
waiting for
flank.
something.
There's got to be a flank.
The entire team is now leaning towards this. These guys are taking such a long time to be mainly have to be flank. One breaks market. Flank gets killed by Cypher. Other 2 spotted B main. Last one.
Only Deagle.
Just play time, it's fine. He's level 2.
Could have a gun, nice.
And gets him cleanly. Now the most interesting thing here is nothing flashy really happened. Everything from this round was just about finding that missing player. The enemy could have 100% won this round if if this Cypher, for example, right after killing me, ran through A and did a flank towards B, or went through mid and also flanked towards B. There was a timing here after I died where they could have gone behind my enemy team and killed them. For us, the major consideration for the missing player was holding this flank here, just making sure. This Cypher ended up going door for some reason instead of going flank, making it very obvious what he's trying to do, and that was their downfall. Now, why is this so important? This doesn't just play into these 10 situations. This plays into flank timings. This plays into clutches. This plays into literally every take you ever do. If you've watched literally any of my angle guides, you have seen me go onto a map and place down dangers where people could be. Where is the missing player? So when you take a site and you don't clear a spot, me as a coach, as a player, it is quite literally the scariest thing in the world. I actually get like a deep sense of fear every single time it happens because I know that corner isn't cleared. I know there's a player there that could get 2 or 3 if played correctly and completely flip the round on your head. Don't believe me? Here's your favorite retired and handsome player, Tens,
I have line up.
in a pro custom match, letting 3 run right past him, getting 3 instantly. This is such a common occurrence. Even in low elo, people call them rap players, people call them trash players, or maybe I just do. because they rely on your stupidness to get kills. If you're not stupid, they're not going to get kills. That's why it's so important for our initiators to make sure when they drone, when they use utility, they actually check all these dangers as they come out. And as entries to also kind of signal to your team what isn't checked when they come out. Before we continue, I need to clarify that these are my arms and not boobs. Also, if you're interested in improving, I'm now looking for dedicated players to join my 6-week coaching program. This is where you'll finally understand what's holding you back and get real results like this. You can also find over 50 resources in my private improvement community. It also comes with agent map guides, seminar recordings, and so much more. Visit Slayerkey.com if this sounds like something for you. Otherwise, enjoy the video. What the hell is going on here? Another way to think about this is finding the missing player where you're going to push. So if I want to push mid here, where can I put this flash mid so I can find anyone in that area? I want to clear all the mid. Where do I throw the flash? Right there. And that opens me up for a beautiful flank. Now, another way to look at this is now that I'm on the flank, where's the missing player? Oh my god, it plays a factor in every single moment in Valorant. It's like the best thing ever. So let's go back a few seconds. Sova darts A. Okay. That's Sova. Let's just look at the minimap. Reyna flash, Reyna up. Sage up, Clove up. Hey, look, we're only missing Raze. Find the missing player. Is the Raze lurking B? Is she playing Rafters? Is she just behind her teammates? There's a few different options here. Sometimes, even if you're aware of the missing player, you still have to take the risk anyways, but it's good to keep them in mind. So as you push the space, you know whether or not it's clear. Right now, B's unknown, Rafters is unknown, but they're pushing my teammates so hard on site that I don't want to be in a situation where both my teammates die and it's a 1v3. Okay, you want to avoid this at all times on flank. This happens a lot on Icebox for flankers. You just have to run it a lot of times. But if you missed it, we end up seeing Raze right here. So that's all 3 players. This just means for us, A, we can run up, not a problem in the world. Now I just have to hope my chamber doesn't fight this Clove. I can get the planter for free. Also why I run up there instead of walk, because I need that planter timing. And now it's the missing player again. You know, we haven't seen the Sova in a bit. We knew he was here, but where is he now? That's the question. Well, I have the flash for intel. He could be close left here. He could have been behind his Clove trying to trade. He could be back sight. I mean, if he's behind me right now, I'm GG'd, but that's not really possible. So where's the missing player? I'm just gonna let you guys guess. Where do you think he is? In this situation, chamber CT screens. He was last seen somewhere sight. All right, some great guesses, some terrible guesses I heard. Jesus, oh my god. But definitely not backside here. Not holding for his teammate. Wouldn't really say he's close right here. I would say more likely than not, he's left side, backside here, somewhere trying to play with this Clove. We throw the flash.
Top side.
Spots nothing.
Top side.
Gets spotted top site. Now we know exactly where this player is. Takes out my chamber who just ran into him for some reason. Absolutely beautiful. And now the same concept applies in about 3 seconds. So we last see this guy top site. That is the last piece of intel we have. Now where is he? And when you don't know where the missing player is, you just try to find him. And this is the small thing I notice when I coach players. It is the easiest way to see how smart a player is. How naturally they find this missing player. How naturally they look for this missing player. If it's even considered in their thought process. Because this is quite literally the only way to appropriately approach a situation with low intel. When you don't know where that missing player is, you got to be a lot more deliberate, careful, synonym to find them. So we check literally everything here. Left, left, top, right. Now there's another timing here. He could be backside wrapping off everything here. We haven't seen him in any of the close space. So there's only 2 places he could be. Can you guess where they are? Can you guess? Give you a few seconds. A few more seconds. Some of you having a little bit of trouble here. I mean, okay. All right, I think we're good. So we're looking at screens here, or we're looking at backside. There's literally no other spot that's likely here. So backside or screens. He's not peeking me here. It's very likely he's left side right now. And so we look left side. We don't see him here. I really don't think he went screens here. So I check back sight, and even though I don't see him, I still think there's a chance he's backside. There's still space we haven't cleared. There's still a missing player here. And if he wasn't checking me here, I think he went back to wrap here. That was my read. And that was the read. There he is, ladies and gents. We didn't see him that entire time, but the idea of looking for that missing player got us that win. Nothing else did. No mechanics, no ability usage. It is just slowly cutting down the possible options until they are more limited than you are. In this situation, we cleared so many dangers that it was quite literally impossible for him to be anywhere else. We cleared every single thing here that at the end of the day, there is only one place he could be. Now, what likely happened from his perspective is he actually cleared very similar dangers, and he just made the wrong assumption about where I would be. He thought I would be towards the orb, maybe towards 410, just a really bad guess. Because you also have to consider what the missing player wants to do. The missing player is trying to find you the same way you're trying to find them. And so they're probably going to go aggressive. Not really aggressive, but they're going to push up. Only bad players in this situation would not push up. Only bad players would just sit there and wait, because what that allows them to do is instead of putting them in this box here, instead the Sova gets a much wider box and thus a lot more options to peek you from. So he gets all this space, and instead of being back here, he could be back here. He could actually just leave this space and go towards screens, and we would just have no way of knowing. So it's so important to try to find that missing player at all times. I want to throw one more scenario at you guys before we wrap it up. Now, if you didn't know, I did a video a bit ago where I reviewed my first ever game in bronze 5 years ago. You can see my little bronze 2 icon there. Looks a bit different, I know. Now, all the way back in bronze, we were making some crazy reads. So at the start of the round, Jet pushed up mid like an absolute crazy man, as bronze Jets do, as all Jets do, to be honest. Gets absolutely shredded by the whole team.
They never change.
They never do. They never do. That's real funny, buddy. Yeah, that's real fun.
Until now.
Yo, I mean, it's just been facts. Anyways, we killed one A-Link here. We killed one Garage. So that means we're missing 2 players, chat. I said chat. Oh my god. Well, we're missing 2 players. Where do you think they are? 2 players in this situation. We pushed through B. We killed one A-Link. We killed one Garage. Where do you think they are? The logical conclusion is there's one C and there's one A. Usually this is the default. Usually this is what people run. But I'm bronze. People don't do this. Well, let's just finish up this clip here, buddy.
5v1. Let's not over.
Hard to see past the people talking in chat. But we ended up killing another C guy, I believe. And in this situation, we make the read the last one's A. Even little bronze Phoenix Slayer here said the last one's A.
Wait, what?
And this guy's like freaking out like it's some big deal. I mean, it's just a logical conclusion if you're looking for the last player. This guy thinks it's like something cool. Look at the... I mean, obviously he's the A player. There's nothing like crazy going on here. It's just obviously A.
Boom.
So this is another way you use it.
Boom, boom, boom.
This guy's clapping like he just...
Right now.
Yeah, you shouldn't be, buddy. But yeah, like you just find the missing player. It's literally that simple. Because we kill A, because we push through C, because we kill Garage, we claim all the space. There's only one space you should be looking. This is also another way you can get more frags, because when we push through here, the only space they can be that's left, which is exactly what we saw in the Sova, is towards A. Now, if we didn't see him A-Link here, pop quiz, where do you think he's gonna be? We push through A, we don't see him. Should we second guess ourselves and assume he's C? No, be confident in what you believe until you're wrong. He probably pushed through A. What about that? How do you like them apples? If you don't see the last player, if there's a player that's missing the whole round, I would bet my life savings. I would bet a limb, I would bet an eyeball, I would bet anything that he is flank. If you push any space in this game, any space, let's say you push A and you kill 4 enemy players, boom, 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 boom. Okay, I'm having a little bit. Can this neon die? Just like a real neon. And you're missing 1 player, and it's the Jet. Where do you think they are? 100% flank. This is a read most players, even in Immortal, don't even make, and it makes no sense to me. So I'm here to make that change, and I hope I changed some minds today. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.